welcome back to the Wizard Den. Today I'm going to be speaking on perception and how influential just your perception alone is. Okay. Now I'm going to go into my history. For a long time I was afraid of certain spirits, or intimidated of certain spirits. To give a few: King Paimon, Hecate, Isis, Thoth. Basically, in essence, the ones that I'm closest to at this point used to be the ones I was furthest from. I used to be deathly afraid of King Paimon because of what he can do with the mind. I used to be afraid of Hecate because of her darkness. I used to be afraid of the Egyptians because they're not angels. I came up in a Christian background, okay? So in the beginning of my cult career, I was a Christian occultist. I was only into angels. So demons frightened me, especially King Paimon. But over time, that changed. But to speak on how influential your perception is, your perception and how you view the reality around you changes the reality around you and how it interacts with you. How you think about a spirit is going to change how they act towards you. If you see Agares as a friendly, cuddly spirit, kind and caring, he's going to become more kind and caring towards you, okay? Whereas somebody else is going to be frightened of him, and then he's going to be stern with that person rather than the same Agares you met. King Paimon, for some people, might be a very intimidating spirit, a very almost malevolent entity. But for me, he's a very kind, caring individual that doesn't do anything wrong by me at all. Actually has my back and does things for me without me even asking for help. He's out here just helping me, guiding me. So Isis was the same. I asked for guidance and she went above and beyond. She showed me so much with the occult. She grew me to where I am now. If it wasn't for Isis, I wouldn't have anything. I wouldn't be nothing that I am right now. But, that was because of my perception. Certain people's perception will alter their course of development. Your perception has that power to alter your course of development. You should always follow your intuition and not your fear. Okay? Intuition will be a little voice in the beginning. As it grows, it'll become more powerful. Your intuition will turn into claircognizance, where you will know things. You will know details about things. You will sense through feelings. You will sense through sight, smell, hearing, feeling energy, everything. Touch, sensations. With me being autistic, my sensory is already through the roof. But when it comes to psychically, it was a little easier. It was hard in the beginning, very hard for me to grow my psychic abilities. But as time moved on and my perception changed, my awareness opened, and I actually developed and actually tried and put forth a good effort and actually started practicing and stopped being an armchair magician. At that point is when everything started to develop for me on a massive scale. And so I knew what worked and what didn't. But my perception prior to that was that everything besides an angel is bad. And you know how that ended up for me is those entities straight ignored me. They didn't want anything to do with me. Because my perception was that they were so evil and just putrid. And, this and that. So why would they want to interact with me? It's like, I always find it interesting. So many people talk good about Hecate. But then when you go and you watch King Solomon's videos and how he used to interact with demons. Like, for example, Hecate is a Nepsagos, and he interacted with her, and he found her to be evil, even though she did nothing evil at all. She was very kind, actually, and questioned him on why he was acting the way he was. And it was because of his fear programming built into him. You know, I always find it insane listening to how he talked to other entities with a lack of respect and a basis of fear. And, you know, you could tell he was afraid. I mean, every 2 seconds he's calling on his God to come bail him out. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing. But there are so many people that operate on this fear plane of existence where they just operate in fear and response to things instead of acting out of, you know, actual motive and actually thinking about it, processing, and then acting. Most people just act out of response. They just respond to everything immediately without thinking, without being conscious. You know, that takes a bit of evolution on your part. It takes a bit of stepping back and realizing that you're not perfect, you have issues, and you need to start analyzing how you view the world, how you view your surroundings. You need to break down how you interact with others, how you interact with situations, how you interact with spirit, why you think the things you do. That's the biggest thing. To change your perception, you need to understand why, not just what you do and what motivates you to act the way you do, but why you do the things that you do on a deep level. Once you start to do that, you can change your perception on purpose. You can purposely change and alter your awareness and open up to everything and start to see things through a clearer lens. And once you can see things through a clearer lens, you will be able to operate with the spirits on a more pure level and an honest and fair, balanced way. So I think it's very, very important and very vital to really get your perception under control. Have complete control over your perception and what you think and why you think it. But I'll go more into that later. All right, peace, y'all. Peace, peace, peace.